Hola Brazil, what's up? It's your girl Alexa, and I'm here with Highway Star to do a little Q&A with my Brazilian fans. I'm so excited. I just came out with my new song Tattoo. Hope you guys have enjoyed it so far. But without further ado, let's hop into this Q&A. Starting off, we have at Lee Christel on Twitter asks, have you already met your idol personally? If so, how was it? If not, tell us who is your biggest idol. Well, this last year, actually, I was fortunate enough to meet the one and only Queen Hyuna 선배님. I actually was able to film her a TikTok challenge with her for the song Ping Pong that she had with her and Don 선배님. So that's how we got to meet each other, and we still, English, 연락, contact each other. So yes, very blessed and fortunate to have met Hyuna 선배님. Next, we have from Estermat with a lot of numbers behind it, 851288895 on Twitter. Estermat asks, considering now that K-pop is not only something limited to South Korea, what is the sensation of being a part of a cultural genre that is famous worldwide? How do you deal with that? Excellent question, thank you so much. I think nowadays, because K-pop has become such a global sensation and not something that's celebrated only in South Korea, I think it's part of this wonderful, what's the word I'm looking for in English or Korean? Suddenly my brain does not work. But it's just this wonderful mass sharing and adoption of Korean culture, I guess, because even though K-pop isn't necessarily heavily consumed in Korea, considering it's so worldwide now, it's just the fact that Korea and the knowledge of it and everything involving K-pop has become so global. It's an honor to be part of this Hallyu wave, if you will. Next up, we have TX Teenager on Twitter. They ask, how does your leisure time work? Do you have a certain day or specific time in your schedule where you can rest or do other things between your music work and training? Thank you for the question. Well, in my free time, it's not necessarily a given day or a given time, if you mind. It's just whenever schedules are slow or I don't have anything planned. But during those times, I enjoy stretching and working out at home. Yes, I work out at home. The grind don't stop. I also make bead bracelets, and I watch a lot of horror movies on a certain streaming platform. I think I've watched every single horror movie on that platform at this point. Whew, okay, moving on. Next question, we have one from Carol Cris Fonseca, and they ask, what thing did you do before debut that you missed the most that you can't do now because it's hard due to fame? So basically, what can't I do now that I used to as a regular person and now I'm unable to as a K-pop artist, K-pop idol? Maybe it's not something I can't do anymore because of fame, but it's more or less because of my career choice as a K-pop artist, K-pop idol. I do live in South Korea now, while my family and my friends still live in America, so I really don't have the chance to see them that often. I haven't even been to my hometown in about 4 years at this point, so that's something I kind of miss. But hey, you gotta give some to get some, sacrifices must be made. Moving on, we have one from Gabi Luskay, and they ask, what fictional character do you identify with the most? Good question. I do not know. Oh no, maybe, let's roll with Sally from Nightmare Before Christmas because she's smart. Because, she does all the potions, not the potions, but she mixes all those things to give to her father, Dr. Finkelstein, to make him pass out so that she can escape and run and everything. But she's also a hopeless romantic, and that is me. And she sees visions of Christmas. So that's me, I guess. Next we have from Channel Blue on Twitter. Would you date a fan? Just kidding, or not. I mean, I am single and Valentine's Day is coming up next month. So I mean, slide into the DMs, why not? Next, woo! Ah! Nails, okay. Okay, yes. Next we have from Melissa XZXX. We know that many idols dream of being famous since young, but now that you've achieved this dream, do you think that your child self would be satisfied with the things that you have achieved? Oh man, I mean, me personally, yeah, I've always dreamed of being a performer at a very young age, but growing up in the middle of Oklahoma, USA, I was not really exposed to K-pop itself until I was like 13-ish or 12. I don't know, however old I was in 2008. But from that moment on, my brain went, okay, K-pop artist, K-pop idol. Because when I was a kid, I'm like, yeah, performer, dancer, actress, whatever, performer. But yeah, looking back, if I were to meet myself when I first discovered K-pop and be like, hey, you know, this is what you become in the future, I think my younger self would be in disbelief, but would be very happy. From Leticia Genou, please forgive me if I say your name wrong, Leticia Genou. They ask how your family and friends deal with the fame that they receive due to your works. Well, my folks really aren't the kind that enjoy being in the spotlight that much. I mean, my folks have been seen on a few platforms here and there. My mother was on legendary Rising Legends, making of a K-pop star. My mother was featured in that. And then last year on KBS, my father and mother and brother were all shown on a small documentary we had. But they're really not ones to enjoy the limelight, so they kind of steer away from that. Some people do recognize my friends in public. They're like, oh, you're Alexa's friend. And it's like, yeah. But nobody's trying to like clout chase or anything, so I'm grateful for that. Let's see. We have Brazilian Citizen 1. Smart username on Twitter. Being an idol gives you, does being an idol give you another like new interest or hobby, like fashion, arts, acting, choreography, making, etc.? Well, acting has always been a hobby, not hobby, but an interest of mine. I really do hope that in the future I have more outlets, perhaps, to try out things as an actress. But I don't know, I mean, as in hobbies, I mean, I really got into bead making. When I'm bored, I do makeup. Maybe bring back cosplay, who knows? But there's a lot of things I do in my free time when I have it. And the last question comes from Lani Iro. And they ask, being an influential person, what would you like to help change in social media behavior or culture in general? Well, I mean, influential person, K-pop artist, K-pop idol or not, I'm sure if you ask anybody anywhere on the street, they could just say, we hope for more positivity online. You know, regardless of what you're doing, you know, seeing kind words, words of love, words of support can make someone's day. So if there was a little bit more of that, I feel like everybody in the world would be a little bit happier and a little bit more grateful. But again, I just want to say thank you so much to Highway Star for having me for this wonderful opportunity for Q&A with my Brazilian fans. I really hope I can see you soon, but until that day comes, stay happy, stay healthy, and take care of yourselves. Obrigada!